Planning to go to the United States? You have to eat. You have to eat food. You're probably going to go to a place where you have waiters, where you sit down, where you get a bill, not just a fast food restaurant. So here are 5 things you must know about going to a restaurant in the United States. My director, Steven Spielberg, wants you to know who I am. Hi, I'm Pete Cusick. You can call me Pete. You can call her Spiely. So here are your 5 things you need to know. The first one, you might be given the bill before you ask for it. It's different. Here, the restaurants will never give you the bill until you ask for it because they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to feel rushed to leave. But in the United States, it's a little bit more practical. You know, at lunchtime, many places, or many businesses only give you an hour for lunch, but you have to travel there, travel back. So lunch is very quick. So many times, and especially at lunch, they'll bring you your food and they'll put the bill right there on the table for you. And you might feel offended. My uncle one time was so offended because they gave him the bill early. He's like, I didn't ask for the bill. They don't want my business. It's not that. They're trying to be nice. They might even say to you, I know you need to get back for work. So here's the bill. If you want something more, I'll put a new bill for you. It's not a problem at all, but they just want you to have it be ready to pay when you need to leave. You can sit around for a while if you want, but this is a little bit more practical. Don't ask other waiters to help you. You have a waiter or waitress that are there to help you. There are going to be many waiters and waitresses walking around doing things. The person next to you, the table next to you, is going to have a different waiter. They're not your waiter. You can't ask them for water or for a drink. They'll be like, I'll get your waiter, hold on. It's not the same way. Here, all the waiters and waitresses help everybody. It's not the same there, and it's kind of almost offensive to do that because I'm not your waiter. So it's really a different way of doing things. You have to wait for your waiter, which can be frustrating, can be annoying. And if you really don't see your waiter for a while, you can ask another waiter, have you seen, Bob? He's our waiter. That's fine, but don't ask other waiters to get things for you. It's very, very rude and very inconsiderate. Don't call them waiter. Don't say garçon or moço. No, you call them by their name. If they give you their name, if they say, hi, I'm Susie. Susie, can I get some water, please? That's fine. Call them by their name if they give it to you. Or say miss or Mr. or sir. That's fine, but don't say waiter. It's demeaning them. It's kind of telling them that you don't care about their name or their gender. It's just, that's your title, that's your job, so I'm calling you that. Not very nice. Remember also that you don't just say, and it's a translation thing, I want a cheeseburger. It's eu quero, but you want to say it in a nicer way. May I please have, or can I have a cheeseburger? Or I'd like to have a cheeseburger. That's fine. Saying I want is ordering them. It's like, get it now, do it the way I want it. No, it's not the way you do it. You ask, please, may I have, can I have, I would like, that's fine, but not I want. It's very rude. Finally, my last tip is about tips or gorjeta. Here, we add 10% to the bill. That's the tip. It's pretty universal. In the United States, most of the time, the tip is not on the bill. If you have a big group of people, usually 6 or more, then they're going to put the tip on there automatically. And they should tell you this, either in the menu or when they bring you the bill, they say, we've already included a tip of 15% or 18%, whatever the restaurant's policy is. In the United States, you add the tip on your own. So you make the decision of how much to give. And you can decide, I just want to give 20%. That's how much I like to give. Or you can make a judgment, did they do a bad job? But usually you're going to give them at least 15%. So that's the big tip, is that remembering that the bill doesn't have the tip already included, because otherwise you'll just pay that and they won't get any money. And in the United States, most waiters and waitresses make the majority of their money from tips. They get a little bit of salary, literally just a couple dollars per hour. They actually make their money from their tips. And so if you forget to, or you just don't even know that you're supposed to, they're gonna get no money and they will really not be happy with you. And so, they're bringing you food. They can do horrible things to your food if you don't treat them nicely. So treat them real nice. So give them a good tip. That's really important. You also tip other people. When you take a taxi, you tip them. It's kind of uncertain how much you should tip them percentage-wise. Honestly, I don't really know. Honestly, what I do is whatever rounds up to be an easy number to not get coins. If the taxi ride is $7.50, I'll probably give them $9 because 50 cents would be a really small tip. $1.50 is about 16%, and I don't get coins. He doesn't have to give coins. It's kind of a pain in the neck. If you go to a bar, you usually give a tip to the waiter or also the bartender if they bring you the drink. Some places, some stores actually will have like a little tip jar, which you don't have to do, but they ask for tips. But you know, if you want to treat them, say, hey, you did a nice job. There's some coins. You can give it to them. A lot of times what people will do is, you know, if they get their money back and they give a $5 bill for $3.57. $3.57 is the cost of the coffee. They take the coins and they'll put them in there. You know, they don't want to carry the coins around. It's a little bit of tip. It adds up when everyone's giving 40, 50 cents at a time. It adds up, and they usually will spread the tip among all the employees at the store or at the coffee shop or wherever it might be. If you have somebody at a hotel who takes your bags to your room for you, you often give them a tip. At also a hotel, it is common to leave a little bit of money when you leave. If you've been there for 5 days, for example, because somebody comes in and cleans your room. They make your bed, they put new towels in your bathroom. And so it's common to give a little bit of money per day at the end of your trips, maybe $5, $10, whatever you want. The nicer the place, the more money you usually give, but that's also a time that you might give them a tip. So there you go. This is what I suggest you do when you go to a place like a restaurant or a hotel or you take a taxi. Here's some tips, about how to treat the people. It's a little bit of everything when you go travel around the United States and go someplace it's a different way of dealing with people than you do here. So on your next trip, you know how to tip. That was not funny. Did you like the video? Of course you did. So tell us how much you like it. Like it. Subscribe to our videos. Click on that bell right there so ding, you'll get the next one. See you next time.